touchback. So we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on.
First carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 10 now. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he's brought down after a short gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got the first down grab and still going. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. So it's a home run that finishes their opening possession of this game, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard with 6.
And I think keeps all of us here in this building, in this booth, hoping to get the ball back soon, right? Not that we're rooting for anybody, but we root for the big play, for the home run. They just hit one.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari Youngington. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Penix here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going for it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You know damn well Penix ain't that fast.
Finish off their opening drive. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. LeBrock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go.
Tootin gets it from the gun. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Daniel's going to keep it. Ooh, that play going nowhere, so he slides down and takes the loss.
I know we're in a day and age of technology and we don't have books with pages, Kate, but I guarantee you, if you still had a playbook on the sidelines, that page and that play is ripped out, not called again. What a loss on 2nd down, and now we're looking at some serious magic needed to convert on 3rd.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready? 90, back to 60, 10, Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Collects this at the 35. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Someone got a piece of that down.
Yo, that's crazy.
Caught anyway. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Penix now to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Penix to throw. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd down, it's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll go again here with Tootin. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Escapes the pocket. He will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort. Offense up to the line fast. Rolling on 1st down, Daniels. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st down, Washington.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Working quickly here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Come on. 60 vices. Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
Here's Gain out ahead Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's Penix. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's good for the Falcons.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons with a first and 10. Throwing Penix. Flush down out to his left. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of Fowler in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
7-yard line.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Head to 60. Head to 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Let's go 19. Check smash. Check smash. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
Penix facing a third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Takes out a one-stop. He's brought down before the return gets far.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
70. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Hand off to Tootin. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. At the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Nicole Hardman now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
defense, emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 2. 70 range. 7.
To the air with Penix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Mikey Samuel.
Panther 11. Bravo 80. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Penix looking to pass. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Penix now. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Penix on 1st down. Getting out to his left. Oh, Penix lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they're able to push it well upfield on that fumble return. Nicely done.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Daniels now on 1st down. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
From my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down. There was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On the ground, Tootin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Penix on the play action. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Juan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and a chance to add to this lead.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play action now with Daniels. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
1st down from the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 31, Falcons 10. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
19. Here we go. What's the back on this play? 7. 19. Ryan. I got 8. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
19. Right here. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Penix. To the right. Oh, he lost the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. He's out in the clear. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
You know, we could go down on that field.
That wasn't even a hand stick. That was using a strip.
First lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. All security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Daniels from the pistol. Completed to his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Washington 1st down.
Ready? Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Steady.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Wow, his first real mistake.
Yeah, I
It's
bring it back.
intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On first down, here's Daniels. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
He connects with his back deep down the middle. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 1-yard gain on the play, and it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Penix to throw. The ball caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Second and 13. Rolling into enemy territory. He's still going at the 30.
I didn't think he was actually going to throw that that way.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. They have themselves another first and 10. Penix here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Catch is made in close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within within 2 possessions. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Falcons 17.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Play fake here, Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We send a man in motion. On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. Finds a man, right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
To throw again, it's Daniels. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Commanders' 1st down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's got Jalen Lane. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like this one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry.
I was running it up.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he's got it in close. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there.
Max tackles, we don't need them. Bro, this is my first user game. Sort of God. Yeah. Me and Skinny had to face him.
And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Yeah.
17.
gain out to handle the
undefeated.
kickoff.
So otherwise, I was going undefeated.
Hardman with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Buffalo 18. Down. 65. 60. 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Penix looking to pass. And the Commanders get home and drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 20 at the 10-yard line.
18 backwards. Go.
Trying again, following the sack. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off Cody Simon. And the Commanders have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Washington playbook out. Bunch of sneaky little shits.
I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Read that entire secondary.
That's Washington playbook.
Earl and Cam to come downhill to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
We'll call it 1, maybe 2
Shout
yards
out
in
to
the
these
end.
playbooks
It's
that
third
we use on
down.
Washington. Some huge ones.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Commanders on their way to their 3rd win of the year. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of
From
20.
a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now it's 2. And he got what he could there, rolling into 14. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Second down, game to 2. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd long for him here. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. Gay's kick is good, and the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
I'm not at it. Josh Allen, CD, Brock Bowers.
Hardman with a return.
Yeah, Texas A&M too. Catch him back here.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19. Dragon 60. 79
That's
Bronco.
after this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Trey Amos. And the Commanders get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Who set it down for him at the 38. They bring McLaurin in motion right. They're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. Second down coming up.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Run here with Tootin. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.